boy. No. I'm going to review a movie that I've reviewed a million times. We're going to talk about Cop Car. Cop Car is one of the most underrated indie films of all time. Kevin Bacon. Did I say Bacon? Bacon with a B. Kevin Bacon. You know, stuff that you cook on your stove with the eggs and stuff. One of the greatest villains of all time. And the protagonists are two children. Two annoying children. I hated this movie. Let me get this around. Let me flip this around. I hated this movie the first time I watched it. Because it was these two little kids that thought it was cool saying dick, shit, piss, ass, cunt, fuck, whatever. And that's like the first quarter of the movie is just these little two kids saying swear words. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid. And I watched it again. And then I watched it again, and I watched it again, and I kept watching it, and I fucking realized, dude, that was me when I was a kid. Somehow I forgot that. Like, when you're a kid, you're, like, swearing is awesome. Saying bad words. A lot of people don't realize that. It's like the natural progression to adulthood is, you know, discovering these things that adults know that you don't know and using them, and it feels cool when you're that age. I remember saying all those swear words. I was the two little kids in this movie. And that's why this movie connects with me. And then, you introduce Kevin Bacon, who's, like, one of the most evil, corrupt cops ever. Smart, but also a coke addict, hardcore. Like, he goes hardcore into the coke. He goes full Scar. God damn it. I do this every time. Spoiler warning. He goes full Scarface near the end of the movie. Full Tony Montana. He fucking snorts a mountain of coke, and he's fucking high as a kite. And all he's trying to do is just find these two kids that stole his car. Because, you know, the car has all the evidence that'll incriminate him, yada yada. But he does a lot of clever stuff to trick the other police officers into not getting involved. Great movie. Fantastic movie. This might be the best review I've given of this movie, I think. I don't remember the other ones. I don't remember a lot of anything that I record. I really don't. I'll never forget the stabbing, because that was one of the most painful experiences of my entire life. I haven't even opened the movie. So far, I've only watched it on digital. And I'm getting a new PlayStation 5 Slim here shortly. So it pisses me off that I bought the Blu-ray. Well, this movie might not even have a 4K Ultra edition. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'd get it. But if you're looking for just a different movie, something that there ain't nothing else out there like this movie, dude. I'm telling you, like, the first quarter of the movie is just two kids fucking around, saying swear words, trying, you know, mimicking what they seen their parents do. God, I remember smoking my first cigarette. I was probably like 7 years old. It was one of the greatest things ever. I remember my first beer when I was just coming into high school. I just left 8th grade. It was in between 8th grade and 9th grade. I couldn't tell you what age I was. My first time getting drunk. And I'll never forget my first beer with my grandfather, which was before that. He was an alcoholic at the time. You know, it's a movie about that. I'm trying to figure out a word for it. It's a movie about natural, positive, human experiences growing up. And the flip side of the coin is Kevin Bacon's character, who is turned into a complete monster. Cop Car. One of my favorite movies ever. I only just seen this movie. I'd never even heard of it. Apparently it came out in 2015. I never even heard of it until like a year ago. And it's one of my favorite fucking movies ever. You need to watch this movie. And yeah, the kids will be annoying. You gotta... During those moments, you gotta think back to when you were a kid. And when you were doing things that you weren't supposed to be doing. I doubt you ever stole a cop car. I've never stolen a cop car when I was a little kid. So that part's a bit far-fetched. But it's, you know, it's a movie. Great villain. The kids are great. And it tugs at the heartstrings. Especially near the end. One of my favorite movies that I've seen in, like, the past decade. Cop Car. It's fantastic. Kevin Bacon, awesome. The two kids, I initially hated. They're great now. They're great. Because they make me think of me. When I was that age, I was doing the same stupid, retarded shit when I was that age. And despite all the violence and everything that happens in the movie, it's ultimately a feel-good story, I think. It's a story of good versus evil.